Ladies and gentlemen, schooling in America has not been the same since 2019. It's been dramatic changes that it's a sign that this system continues to fail and it will never fully come back. Just like we know jobs never came back all the way. Many jobs were lost and during the pandemic, and those jobs are gone forever. So, schooling has also taken a black eye in this country. And it's a number of reasons. Some parents have decided to homeschool, and other parents pulled their children out of school because there were changes made that they did not like. So, in person school resumed after pandemic closures. So, parents, this is some of the rules a lot of schools made in America. Parents were no longer allowed in the building without appointments, and punishments were more severe on children after they returned back from the lockdown. Everyone seemed less tolerant, more angry. This is what, one of the parents were saying. And this particular parent had a special needs child. And when her child returned back to school after the pandemic, they were enduring bullying. And she said it got so bad she had to pull her son out because she didn't feel it was safe there for him. And we have seen all of the racism, not only coming from teachers, but students in school, and complaints about melanated children's hair. We have seen all of that. So she was a parent that pulled her child out. Across the country, students have been absent at record rates since school reopened during the pandemic. More than a quarter of students missed at least 10% of 2021-2022 school year, making them chronically absent, according to the most recent data available. Before the pandemic, only 15% of students missed that much school. All told, an estimated 6.5 million additional students have become chronically absent, according to the data, which was compiled by Stanford University education professor Thomas D. in partnership with the Associated Press. Taken together, the data from 40 states and Washington, D.C. provides the most comprehensive accounting of absenteeism nationwide. Absences were more prevalent among low income students, and they're seeing this increase even among middle class. Mm-mm-mm. So, wow. So they said another contributing factor were the school closures and pandemic disruptions that occurred. They caused crucial classroom time as schools work to recover from massive learning setbacks. Now, also remember, there is still a bus driver shortage, there's still a teacher shortage, there's still a school staffing shortage. I mean, all of this stuff is going on at the same time. So, absent students miss out not only on instruction, but also on all other things schools provide: meals, counseling, socializing. In the end, students who are chronically absent, missing more eight. So these are students that were missing 18 days or more in a school year. And they said this is happening in most places around the country, and they are at risk of not learning to read and eventually dropping out of school. Mm-mm-mm. So the long term consequences of disengaging from school are devastating. And the pandemic has absolutely made things worse. And for more students, so ladies and gentlemen, they said right now they're having a very difficult time even addressing chronic absenteeism. In 7 states, the rate of chronically absent kids doubled for 2021-2022 school year. From 2018 to 2019, before the pandemic, absences worsened in every state with available data, notably. The analysis found growth in chronic absenteeism, and it did not correlate strongly with the state pandemic rates. Kids are staying home for a myriad of reasons: finances, housing, instability, illness, transportation issues, school staffing shortages, anxiety, depression, bullying, racism, generally feeling unwelcomed at school. So these are the things that parents are saying. Mm, mm, mm. And the effects of online learning linger. School relationships have frayed. And after months at home, many parents and students don't see the point of regular attendance. Wow. I don't think I would have heard this even 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I would say the majority of the parents did feel it was critical for their kids to get up and go to school every day. And I know there are parents out there still that feel that way, but the percentage that we have seen since the pandemic is dramatically different. You didn't have that 10 years ago. For almost 2 years, we told families that school can look different and that schoolwork could be accomplished in times outside of the traditional 8 to 3 day. And you know what also plays into it? The school shootings, y'all. The school shootings play a crucial role. As I said to y'all in previous videos, they're never going to do anything in this country about school shootings. And after school shootings are done, it is the same chatter over and over and over, and nothing really truly is not done. They'll talk about gun control, and then you got the people coming out yelling, "No, you ain't gonna take my gun." And it's the same thing over and over and over after every single police shooting. It's a bunch of chattering, and then they'll have parents and teachers and people that witnessed the shootings go up to Capitol Hill to testify, and that's it. Nothing ever changes. Nothing. Nothing. And we used to all complain they had the metal detectors in the black schools, but the school shootings always occur in predominantly white schools. But they didn't have metal detectors. I mean, just everything is just turned upside down in this society. It really is. So, y'all, they go on to say that families got used to, their children doing their online class at home. And so, in many cases, after living through that, a lot of these kids are not motivated to get out the door, and the parents aren't motivated either. Unfortunately, education is not good in America. I know some people think it is. It really truly is not good. It's not good. All right. So when classrooms closed in March of 2020, you know, some people remember it was a rocky start in some areas even getting online schools up and running. Remember, some kids didn't have laptops or tablets, and some people did have it, and it was a mess. So some school systems had to provide laptops or tablets or some kind of way for these students to even, be online to do their classwork. And then you had the issue of some households didn't even have the internet, so those students had to find some kind of way, and those school districts had to find a way to make sure the households that didn't have internet would get. All right. Another thing that's going on in this country, there are a lot of falsehoods out here going on trying to make you think that we are post pandemic, and that is far from the truth. Another reason why they are saying that students are consistently out is illness. And we know what illness I'm talking about. And this is causing not only students to be out, but it's causing economic distress on people, because it's not just the students out, the parents are getting sick too. And then you got this country in denial about what's really going on out here. You got Joe Biden trying to tell you this whole thing is over, which is the furthest thing from the truth. And all you got to do is look at the information out there on your state to see how good or bad it really is. I do check periodically for my state. I don't do it every day, but randomly here and there, I check to see how bad it is. And there's a lot of students out for that reason, that reason that we can't talk about on YouTube. So, mm, and a lot of times, if the students are sick, depending on the age of the student, the parent has to stay home from work. So, yes, it does cause economic distress. I do agree with that. So, in Alaska, for instance, 48.6% of the students missing significant amounts of school were Alaska Native students. They are absent at a rate of 56.5%. Wow, that's pretty high. And many of these students are, they're facing poverty and dealing with mental health issues as well. So they're saying is they're just looking for ways to try to remedy the fact that so many students are out. And this is all grade levels, y'all. It's from elementary school through high school. They're having this issue in this country. So, y'all, please tell me what you think. I mean, that's pretty bad for the 2021 and 2022 school year. And just looking at this, it makes me believe it's not going to get any better from 2022 to 2023. I bet you those numbers are down too. Please tell me what you think about this story. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.